Get ready.
Let's go.
Heyo everybody, I'm Nick, and welcome back to Pokemon X. On the last episode, our journey begins. And speaking of today's episode, it actually begins. Anyway, welcome to Aquacord Town, for real this time. Woo, we're skipping some frames here. Here, this potion is for you. Feel free to use it. Take your freebies whenever you can. And we can heal them whenever we want. And as we've, I showed this off in the last episode, but now we have a couple more buttons on the bottom of the screen. So let's go tapping through them real quick. Here's your Pokemon list. And I'm just going to show this off with this botched, well, it's not botched. The streaming software is doing the best it can. So there's your Pokemon menu. There's not much more to it. This is your Pokedex. So it loads up like this. And you can tap whatever options you want. But we're going to get out of it for now. Here's the bag. You can go through all your pockets here, and it has all your shit. And then here is the trainer card itself. You can tap on any badges once you get them. Also, we have money. We are going to save that for a moment. And then we have options, per usual. I'm just going to keep everything as it is for now. So let's quit out. And then the last button is how you save. That's enough of that. Anyway. Actually, while we're on the subject of the bottom screen, we have some arrows over here that we should probably take care of. Pokemon and Me. This is a feature that was introduced in this game where you get to, groom your Pokemon and whatnot. And using these features, you can do things like, hey, your Pokemon can now shrug off hits or get more crits for you. That sort of thing. We're not going to use Pokemon and Me in this playthrough. Super Training. This is like the first, really good way of EV training. EVs are effort values, which you gain these from every single Pokemon you fight. You can gain up to, I believe the number was 500 and... You can have 255 in a single stat, but only every 4 points gets you an extra stat. So, 252 is the max number of an EV your Pokemon can have. And using Super Training, you can train specific stats pretty easily. So let's go back to PSS, and this specific menu has other things where you can select all your options and stuff that you want. We're not going to mess with that. Sorry if that looked like crap, but it's what we got here. Anyway, we have a Pokemon Center over this way if we need to use it. And there's also an item shop over here, too. I don't remember if there were any other pickups immediately I could find. I don't believe so. Anyway, this is a photo opportunity. You could use the camera and whatnot, but we're not going to deal with that. Are you going to bother us? Hey, Pokemon Trainer! If you set foot in the tall grass, a wild Pokemon will pop out. But you'll be fine, because your Pokemon partner will battle for you. If for some reason you didn't have a Pokemon, I feel like he would actually stop you. By the way, since we have grass, let's walk forward. We got our first wild encounter. It's a damn Pidgey. What is this, Generation 1? Now I get to say that Generation 6 is the generation that introduced the least total amount of Pokemon to a generation so far. And you'll see it as we go through the game is there are a lot of returning faces. Some of which you can actually use decently well through the game. And there's also going to be another thing I talk about with Generation 1 with this game that's actually going to be coming up here in just a moment. But first we need to do the catching tutorial. Oh, hi Veebs! Come learn how to catch Pokemon with me. Serena's mom and dad are amazing trainers. That's why she knows so much about catching Pokemon and battling. Well, Mom and Dad may be good, but that has nothing to do with me. Okay, now watch carefully, you two. If we're doing tutorial time, we're just gonna do this. Just so we can kind of show it off real quick. By the way, that's a Fletchling. I'll be catching one of those. So she's showing off. You select your moves. You lower the hit points. When the hit points are low enough, or really whenever you want, you chuck a ball. But your chances are higher if you weaken a Pokemon first, or inflict a status, like sleep, paralysis, that sort of thing. It means you do math. Well, actually, not really. The game does all the math for you. But still, that allows me to use this one clip again.
For the last fucking time, nobody said there'd be math! I blame our schools!
I love this clip a lot. For the last fucking time, nobody said there'd be math! Wow, the Pokemon went inside the Pokeball? No shit! Your Pokemon is in a ball. How do you think it got there? But then again, you're a kid, so... Shit. Shauna, what do you think you're fed? She comments on it. What the hell am I thinking? Here, I'll share some Pokeballs with the two of you. Thanks for the freebies. Now it's time to begin the hunt. Pokeballs. Do you think I could catch Pokemon with the... No shit, that's what they're for. Yup. Okay, if I find a cute Pokemon, I'll throw lots of Pokeballs at it, and then we'll become friends. Okay. When you catch a wild Pokemon, it makes your Pokemon stronger, too. Oh yeah, this is the first game to introduce catch experience. So, make note of that what you will. Alright, Grass. Gimme my Fletchling, please. A Scatterbug. Oh, I get to talk about this thing. Depending on the region you're from, its final evolution will have different wing patterns. And this became a very its final evolution became a very popular Pokemon to trade around. And there are even several exclusive patterns that were from events, so... And I now get to say that other moves got rebalanced a bit. So String Shot used to only lower speed by a single stage, and now cuts it by 2 stages. Which, if I recall, is essentially in half. So yeah, it's a pretty drastic drop. Anyway, Fletchling, please. Fletchling, please. I want it before the next zone. You're not Fletchling, so we'll skip you. But we're not skipping the first level up. Yeah, I will be cutting out random fights that aren't, you know, what I'm looking for. Because this is RPGs. If you were watching Earthbound, I was doing that shit a fair bit. Anyway, here's Bunnelby. I'll actually go over what this thing is. It's a normal type. It evolves into a normal ground type. And one of its abilities, I forget if it's like a hidden ability, which those are special abilities that you have to go through extra shit to find. Anyway, it can get huge power, which doubles its attack. And that's a very good ability. Doubling your physical attack is obviously good, because the more damage you do, the faster you're KOing people. Well, actually, speed ties to KOing people faster, but you know, gotta put the muscle into it, you know? You're a Pidgey. You're not the bird I want. That's a Zigzagoon. Might as well talk about this one. Zigzagoons are very good for one particular purpose. Leaving them in your party, and if they have pickup, they can pick up items for you after battles. I believe it's like a specific % chance that it will even do it. And the items it can pick up are dependent on its level. And there's a table for that, but you can go over to a website like Cerebi.net if you're interested in what it can pick up. The items it can pick up are dependent on the games you're playing, so... Also, we learned Quick Attack. That is a 40 power physical move that has priority, which means it will, if you use a normal attack, or if your opponent uses a regular attack, and you use Quick Attack, you will always go first. So, that in a nutshell. But right now, Bubble is stronger because how Stab works is, if you use a move that's the same type as your Pokemon, it gets a 50% power boost. So, Bubble in this game is 40 base power. It used to only be 20, but they buffed it. Because it's like, screw water gun. You're really not gonna give me a Fletchling, now are you? Come on, I know they pop up here. I'm running out of things to explain. Oh, I guess I can also explain that they nerfed Tackle down to 40 base power. It used to be 50 in Generation 5, and then it was 35 in all the generations before that. And Tackle is stuck at 40 since. It's like they made Tackle a little bit too good. But now they're just like, they wanted to have that right early game balance. And if my Froakie gets to level 9 before I find a Fletchling, I'm going to start running from things. Because I want to have some amount of difficulty. Alright, so at this point, if you're not a Fletchling, the cut begins again. There we go, it didn't take too much longer. Thank you, Fletchling. And at this point, ooh, you're only level 3. Let's use Pound instead. That's comfortable enough for me. I am, however, taking a fair bit of damage. And they start you off with 10 Pokeballs in this game compared to the usual 5. But that number keeps going up with as the games go on. But anyway, let's catch ourselves a Fletchling. This should be more than enough. Click. We got a Fletchling. This Fletchling will stay with us for the rest of the journey. Wow, I'm actually almost level 9. Nice. Anyway, here's a data page. I'm not reading these. I have to read enough crap as it is. Anyway, let's add that Fletchling to the party. And I'm actually going to swap him around like this. I know you didn't see it, but I did swap a Pokemon around. Because I don't want to fiddle too much with the touchscreen. At least the display on here. Pokemon Center's on the left. What am I doing? I need healing. At least you should be. Oh, this only sells Pokeballs? Well, I may as well show off that you can get a Premier Ball for every 10 Pokeballs you buy. I forget which game starts this, but later games will give you the ability to get multiple Premier Balls for every 10 you buy. This is a mart. If you need, I guess, if you read, oh wait, it's the one with the red roof, that's the center. Or at least that they let you heal up. This is technically faster than a Pokemon Center because we don't have to go through animations and whatnot. So that's fun. How about we take this little Fletchling through the grass first? I guess I can also explain Fletchling and its evolutions later on. Fletchling right now is a normal flying type, but it's going to ditch that normal type for fire as soon as it evolves. And I believe it evolves fairly quickly enough. And we should get, like, Wing Attack or Peck. Probably Peck. Agility! Yeah, just raise your speed 2 stages. And it's not like it's super broken early on. Ow, what a bitch. I might take a moment in between videos just to catch Fletchling's level up, if I don't already do so, because Fletchling's taking a beating from just a single fight. And I couldn't have had that crit earlier, which I can also now, once again, with the explanations. Critical hits used to do double damage. They now only do 1.5. So, that's a thing. I forget if they changed the rate back or something. They mess with the values a bit. That's for sure. I've gone through enough games at this point where I can't remember all the crit values past the first 4 generations. Another important thing about criticals is that they will bypass any attack, special attack reductions, and defense and special defense increases from your target. So keep that in mind. In the meantime, though, I need to get this Fletchling some experience, because I need more than level 3s for what I'm about to deal with. The String Shot is nothing. It's very much nothing at all. And I'm really spending this second episode just being like, hey, I'm just catching this Fletchling. You went through a catching tutorial. You didn't go too much farther. But at the very least, I explained a bunch of, like, the Pokemon in the area and whatnot. I'm probably not going to go this in-depth on stuff, just because this is, like, one of the first few areas where I really need to get some training in. Because when the Pokemon are so low a level compared to your... Well, it's only a couple of levels compared to your starter, but still... Oh, Fletchling didn't even take any damage. I wasn't even paying attention to the values. I was just doing the grind, so to speak. But this grind isn't going to happen very often at all, especially after the first gym, which, we're going to talk about a very controversial item that is now... It's had a lasting effect throughout the rest of the entire franchise. Because this used to be a feature you can turn off, but starting with the newest games, you cannot turn it off. What am I talking about? If you've played the games, you'll know. But if you're somehow like, what are you talking about? Just trust me, I'll get to it after the first gym. And what is a gym? They're like the main locations of the game where you're like, hey, we have major progression points here. You should maybe do this or something. You know what, at this point, I'm going to go forward and, hey, there's a trainer there. He's looking at me. What happens if I walk forward? When two trainers' eyes meet, a Pokemon battle must begin. This battle theme's pretty good. I'll say that. It's pretty good. And the kid throws a Zigzagoon at us. What are you going to do with this thing? Just, be a raccoon? We're gonna show off Switch training real quick because still a little low of a level, and Froakie is much more prepared to take on something like this. Because stab attacks from a Zigzagoon, actually that was a crit, so dick. A couple bubbles should put you in your place. But yeah, normal types with 40 base power moves can be a little scary. So just bubble the shit out of it and get out of the way. And Froakie hits level 9. We probably won't hit level 5 with that amount of... Oh, we do hit level 5. Good. We don't get a move for it, so that's unfortunate. Should have told me you were that strong. I'm the protagonist. I win. I'm a protagonist in a Pokemon game. I win. That's it. Welcome to Santaloon Forest. This is actually where I'm going to cut things off here for today. So, on today's episode of Pokemon X, I ran my mouth. And at least I caught a Pokemon while I was there. And on the next episode, I'm going to go to another complaint about Pokemon X. So, have fun with that. So I'm Nick, and I'll see you guys next time.